Hey guys, this is Colin with Colin Talks Crypto, and I'm just going to do a quick impromptu video. I was just inspired by the recent slight price surges and to talk about what I would consider to be, if I had to pick only two currencies right now, two cryptocurrencies to invest in, what would those be? All right, so today is November 7th. And the price of Ethereum is about $218 at the time of this recording, and the price of EOS is $5.68 at the time of this recording. Now, those two prices might just give you a clue as to what I'm about to say. If I was asked right now what two cryptocurrencies I would put money in if I had to pick any two of the thousands on coinmarketcap.com, they would be Ethereum and EOS. Basically, the reason that I say that Ethereum and EOS are my number two picks, if I had to only pick two, is because Ethereum, first of all, smart contracts, it's the grandfather of smart contracts, it's tried and true, it's tested, it's got several years of successful track history, and it's got tons of developers, tons of corporations such as Microsoft. We just had DevCon 4, lots of support, lots of inspiring results. And we thought for a while that we were going to have to wait until 2022 to see scaling on Ethereum, but it turns out that we may see it as soon as the first quarter of 2019. So we could be talking like 4 or 5, 6 months from now, we could see some scaling, proof of stake, the first stages of that getting implemented on the Ethereum protocol. And that's extremely exciting coming from someone who bought their first Ethereum under $1 and I accumulated on up from there. I have a lot of it from below $10, etc. And so it's very exciting for me to see something come to fruition that honestly I've been waiting for years for this. Ever since I first heard of Casper several years ago, I was really looking forward to making some passive income by staking my Ethereum, and it just hasn't happened yet. It hasn't come to fruition. And then kind of from the sidelines came these other coins like Cardano and EOS and these other coins that are sort of in competition with Ethereum because they're proposing to have the same things but better in some regards, such as proof of stake now and smart contracts now. And so I jumped on the EOS bandwagon as well, and honestly, I cannot say for a second I've ever regretted either of those two purchases. Ethereum and EOS have been very, very solid performers in my portfolio, and I still to this day think that they are the top two cryptocurrencies that I personally am recommending. And honestly, just to be fair, I don't know about all the currencies out there. Frankly, there's so many of them that I don't have time to research every single one of them. One that kind of caught me by surprise was Stellar Lumens. That's shot up on the cryptocurrency market cap list, and I wish I had known more about it back in the days, and I might have recognized the fundamental qualities that obviously have made it to become such a top performing currency and asset. But I didn't know about that one at the time. So I'm not proclaiming that I know everything about everything, but I do know a lot about the coins that I invest in. I take the time to really, really research down to the core these coins that I invest in. And so Ethereum and EOS are two of them, and I feel very, very strongly about those two. Now, just to take a little note on EOS right now. So the price, like I said, $5.68 as of the time of this recording. EOS has 10 times the market cap that Ethereum has. I like to just play these little mental math games in my head when comparing cryptocurrencies because you have to factor in the total coin supply, right? Like Bitcoin only has 21 million coins, many of which have been lost. We're probably talking actually 17, 18 million in circulation, which is a very, very small amount of coins in relation to some other currencies out there. Then you take a step up in max coin supply and you hit something like Litecoin's 84 million max coins. It's 4 times the amount that Bitcoin has, right? I'm personally not a big advocate of Litecoin, and I'll say this to my guys who reply in comments in my videos, but honestly, Litecoin, all I see is a carbon copy clone of Bitcoin down to the SegWit. I mean, it literally is a carbon copy clone of Bitcoin with SegWit included, and all it's got different is faster block times, slightly faster, not enough to make anything, groundbreaking. It's 2.5 minutes a block time instead of 10 minutes per block. I mean, it's like nothing I'm going to lose sleep over. And okay, and they got 4 times the amount of coins. So actually it's less valuable per coin because there's a greater max coin supply. So honestly, I don't see a great future for Litecoin. I know it's been around forever, but I just see other coins like Ethereum and EOS way far superior to something like Litecoin. Litecoin does not seem like a smart choice to me because it doesn't bring anything fundamentally valuable to the game. So if you ever ask me about Litecoin, that's my answer. I'm just not excited at all about it whatsoever. If I was going to invest in Litecoin, I would just invest in Bitcoin because they're the same thing, except Bitcoin's the grandfather and Litecoin's like the little sister. So that's my answer on Litecoin. Anyway, so I digressed there. So my top 2 investments that I'm, personally excited about are EOS and Ethereum. And so if you look at the EOS price, $5.68 right now. Now, because Ethereum has 10 times fewer coins, 100 million coins, right? Again, way more than Bitcoin's 21 million. It's about 5 times more. We have 100 million plus for Ethereum. And so I factor that in when looking at that in comparison with EOS. EOS has 1 billion plus coins, okay? So 10 times more. If we equalize the total number of coins from EOS and Ethereum, let's say they both had 100 million, we would then have a 10x higher price per EOS token. So actually right now, the way I look at it is EOS is the equivalent price of $56.80 per EOS if it were to have 100 million max coin supply. And so then I ask myself, well, would I buy Ethereum at $56? And would I buy an Ethereum that has proof of stake now with smart contracts at $56? And the answer is a resounding hell yes. Yes, I definitely would. Shit, I bought Ethereum when it was $56 and it didn't have proof of stake. And look where it is now. It's over $200 at its low, right? Ethereum's at its low of $200 something right now, $218. And so that's still a 4x increase over what I'm willing to pay for EOS if it was the same market supply of 100 million coins. That's a large part of why I would consider EOS a very hot buy right now, because when you balance out the market supply of coins, then it looks like a very enticing buy. You have basically superior performance and features at a much lesser price. And yeah, there's a lot of other factors like market saturation and number of developers and all this other stuff. But honestly, with EOS, you also have the greatest number of dApps being used, and the dApp development is astronomical. You have EOS surpassing Ethereum right now in the terms of daily dApp usage and dApp volume. So again, it just bodes like a really, really smart buy. EOS at $5.60 is equivalent to a $56 Ethereum. And I would absolutely buy Ethereum at $56, as I'm sure many of you would. And I absolutely will buy EOS at $5.60. So the reason why I consider EOS one of my top 2 picks is because we have everything that Ethereum hopes to and dreams to become now. We have smart contracts, C++ support on smart contract scripting language now, today. We have proof of stake operating with very, very low power consumption today. We have all these features that Ethereum hopes to and wants to have, and it will get those things, and I'm very bullish on Ethereum, but EOS has those today, and that's what excites me about EOS. And things like Ethereum Name Service, ENS, came with EOS upon its birth. You have user account names up to 12 characters built into the protocol. So it's really interesting to see, the things that Dan Larimer integrated into EOS from its birth that put it on equal or ahead of the footing that Ethereum has. So guys, those are my top 2 picks. This is not financial advice. This is my advice. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm trading. I hope you find it useful. Please share in the comments below what you think. What are your top 2 picks? If you had to pick only 2 top cryptocurrencies to invest in, and you were limited to 2 selections, what would your selections be? And please explain why you think that those 2 deserve to be ahead of the pack. And let's share our information and see if we can learn about anything new that maybe we didn't have on our radar before. Okay, guys, hope you're having a great day. And real quick, because I know there's going to be people who come on there and go, EOS is centralized. First of all, please look at my EOS is centralized video. I made a video on this exact topic. But in a nutshell, every coin has its points of centralization. Every coin has their points of centralization. That includes Ethereum, that definitely includes Bitcoin, that includes EOS, that includes everything. From whether it's developer centralization to social decentralization or censorship, things like that, to node and software diversity implementations, to geographical decentralization. So when you talk about decentralization, we're really talking about a very, very broad topic here. And every cryptocurrency has its shortcomings and its greatnesses in the subject of decentralization. So just keep that in mind and be open to that fact. And if you look at it, make sure you're looking at the whole picture and not just one quality. And when you do that, I think it'll open your eyes to the fact that every currency has its own place in the crypto market cap. Okay, guys, hope you're having a great day. Take care. Please share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of future videos, and have a good one.